Hello everyone and welcome to the MBCL. My name is Greedalicious. With me tonight is Raven. Hello.
Hi.
I also have Amalaric. Hello.
Hello.
You are sadly not on the list below, but I mean you don't have Twitter, do you?
No, I don't have.
It's
You could have at least
technically
tried to put
your
his
fault.
name there, but I mean...
How? Look at the splash screen. How can I have any room?
Well, you have a horrible splash screen.
Wow. I expect you to make me a new one then.
Of course.
Alright, so
After the stream.
after this stream, good. No, during. We have Hussars of Forgotten Legion versus oh boy. Zolziemski Autorant Autoromant. CUA.
That's a lot more actually.
Yeah. I'm sorry for butchering your name. It's not so easy to say these Polish names. But I mean, what do you guys think? You know more about this module than I do.
I think they have... they're a pretty old clan, that's for sure. Some pretty old players as well. I mean, they're if I compare them to other Polish or more like Eastern European clans, because that's what they are, then I don't think they're the best or anything. But yeah, they definitely have some good players in there. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to see them play.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at the standings right now. Who's in the lead and who's not? But this is
Good job.
a week 5 match as well, right? Like we're in week 6
Yeah.
technically. This is
Well,
this was pushed
I
back
guess.
a little bit, but that's not a problem for us. It's good for us because we get to stream more, which is completely okay. Village by the River being the first map here. Sweden versus Poland.
I like to see myself some Village by the River. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do on that map. So.
I think it's one of the more balanced ones as well. Which is strange to say considering the flags are a little bit odd.
Yeah, it's just like there's like this one flag in the ruins on one of the hills, and you can't really get to it before the enemy team
But
raises the flag completely. But it's
it
a
is the
bugged
bugged
flag.
one as well, so yeah. So it's not that bad, so to say. This is the one we mean for the ones watching on the stream.
Yes.
But yeah, I think the middle flag is the most interesting by far.
Yeah, I mean it's a natural middle point in the map, so to speak, and both teams have somewhat of an equal access point to the flag as well. And there is some interesting flanking strategies and tactics you can use both sides, I suppose, which is nice. I mean, I like those kind of strategies, especially with calves. You know, I think in the last stream I said this as well, but I feel like cav is a bit underused by certain clans. As in, I feel like they perhaps don't know what to do with the new money system, because in past leagues you'd have more starting money, but now you don't. So in a lot of cases, people don't feel like it's worth it to take any calves anymore because the other classes are so much stronger. But I just feel like calves do always give you that mobility aspect in the team, you know, in your lineup, and you can always put that to good use in various ways. And I don't think you can underestimate that, no matter how much weaker the class seems to be than before.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I feel like it is very open maps in this Iron Sword. I mean, of course the guns do hurt horses a significant amount, but it's a little bit strange not to see more cavalry considering how maneuverable they are. But I mean, again, if you don't use them right, they are effectively useless, like everything in this game.
I mean, the thing with calves is just that they require a relatively high amount of money to be effective. Whereas as a musketeer, you just buy the best musket you can get, the best bullets you can get, and you just start shooting people. And you don't really care about your armor because whatever you're gonna get, you're probably not gonna survive a shot from an opposing musket anyways.
That's true.
So yeah, it kind of just stops at buying weapons at that point. Whereas a cav really, like, in order to be able to use your mobility effectively or to like the max potential, you'll eventually need a stronger horse and more armor in order to survive being as aggressive as you can be as a cav. So I think that's definitely one of the reasons why it's not used as much anymore, which I can understand, but as you said, the maps are still big and you need to be able to get places, so.
Both teams look like they're ready and are spawning in. Let's take a quick look if we can spot their setups here. Some shots going off in early. At least two cavalry for HoFL.
Yeah, and it looks like they have 4 imps, or yeah, I think it's 4 imps, maybe 3 imps and a dismounted cav. I don't know for sure how they do this shield setup, like whether they have a cav drop shield for them or something, or whether they just go dismounted cav. I think it's honestly just dismounted cav, by the looks of it. Because otherwise he'd probably have some sort of pike, I suppose.
He could, yeah, he could hide it behind the shield, but...
And the other 2 calves actually have their own shields as well, so it wouldn't make too much sense considering their gold limit to have drop to shield. Okay. So yeah, I kind of like HoFL's setup. And let me check quickly for CUN. Like this is the difference with the native streamer mod, right? You can't just
it's a little bit harder to spot
anymore.
what they have. Looks like at least 4 infantry for CUA.
And 4 musketeers.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Alright.
2 in the tower, and the rest in the middle.
2 in the
so
tower.
They have no cavalry at all.
Yeah, it's kind of a Sweden thing. I don't like it. I really dislike the fact that they don't have any calves. I feel like in the match we streamed last on with Iron Sword, like the team that played then on Sweden did the same, but it's like you just don't have enough space to like put these 4 musketeers for certain flags, you know. And musketeers are also kind of like they slow you down if you need to get to these far away flags, you know. I think it's a little bit more justified if the flag spawns here. But one problem you're still gonna run into, no matter whether you can have all your musketeers in a good position or not on this flag, is that you cannot do any flanking and you cannot help any targets on your own team that are out of position or anything. Whereas having calves allows you to flank around, go over the bridges on the sides, get behind the enemy, and harass them, put pressure on them, or you can use them to protect your own if they get pressured by enemy calves or by anyone really. So
especially considering HoFL's position right now, if you have 2 or 3 cavalry to push them in the back, you can do a lot of damage to them.
Yep, and HoFL do have these 2 calves, so I'm looking to see what they can do. Hopefully for them they don't get shot prematurely, but they do have the shields, and if you have a shield and you use it properly, you can survive 1 shot.
That's true.
So that's always nice to have. Probably around 30 to 40 seconds. One of those 2 timings, the imps are probably going to be engaging on the flag. Well, it looks like CUA is going to go early. I don't know about
maybe a little bit too early. But HoFL's going to meet them here.
I mean, it's not a good start losing 1 player straight away.
That is true, but this infantry fight is going to be the determination here. Another kill for CUA.
I mean, like CUA are also putting musketeers into infantry right now.
Oh, a lot of kills coming in here on the flag. Looks like CUA is keeping the flag right now. Permaban's the only one alive. Oh, but 1 versus 1 now. Pike versus Pike.
It's 2 versus 3 overall. Alright, these okay, let's see how this.
Ryan is looking for nice kick there, but no follow up.
Yeah, he's just blocking so he can get the flag win.
Yeah, which is smart. And he does end up taking it as well. Now they're gonna try, but too late. But nice win by them.
I did not expect that infight to go like Drake just cleaned up that infight.
Yeah, he did 3 kills for him.
That was pretty insane.
Horunshai as well, getting 3 kills. Terrible.
Yeah, like I was about to say, like when they started pushing the bridge, like if you have 4 musketeers, they need to hit their shots, and I mean he has Well, he has 170 ping as well. What?
Yeah,
Maybe he's just ping spiking. I don't know, but
maybe. But I mean, still, very well played by him. The bets are on, by the way, in the chat. So if you have money to spare, you can bet it on whichever team you think will win.
Yep.
Remember, there might also be a draw. This is
I'd like
first
to
to four,
see
or 4 rounds even.
like to see the HoFL Cavs have a little bit more impact than they did. It felt like they got cleaned up and they never really showed up in the fight.
I
Yeah,
didn't see them at all.
Yeah,
That was one key factor, that Frankus, the Landscav, got shot shortly before he arrived into the melee fight. I guess if he would survive, he would have an impact on the melee fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not
ultimately,
a good
it was
position to
it
fight
was
for Cav,
2
though.
versus 3, at the end, right? So one Cav could have made a big difference there. You get one couch in the back, and the
Yeah.
fight's can be like turned around, you know.
It's a
If he
bad
had
spot for
killed,
Cav, though.
if he had killed Drake like halfway through the fight or any of the other imps, then that might have been completely different. But yeah.
Ampos is taking some risks shooting out, but he's
Yeah. I mean, you can see, right, like, if you do take the Cav, they do need to have an impact, of course. I just personally feel like you have a lot of ways to have that impact that you want to make as a Cav. But yeah, getting shot early is never a good thing. Maybe he just didn't have a shield up, I don't know. Because if he has a shield up, I feel like if he just plays it safe and waits for a good opportunity, either he's gonna keep the attention of a lot of enemy musketeers, because one enemy musketeer isn't enough to keep one cav in check for long enough, or he's just gonna like survive a shot or something and run and get a kill. So, but
one early kill for HoFL here.
yeah, was the last round was the same back then? I don't know who died early then, but
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I've seen that story before. You know, teams losing people way too early.
Yeah.
Can't really let that happen.
It's true. Permaban is so far ahead of his team right now. If he goes in, he's gonna get just crushed by the 4 infantry.
Yeah, I don't know about like him
He's
being that
dancing
far
and
without his
waiting,
team,
but
alright, they're gonna converge on the flag in a couple of seconds though, so I'm looking forward to see what these Cavs can do then.
yeah, they're gonna
Can't
have to
really run into the pikes though, and these musketeers are doing some work as well.
Permaban once again being
Where are
trapped
the
in between 2
HoFL
players.
musketeers?
Nice kill up from Francis. Deja Vu getting hit a lot in the back as well by the horse archer. Fnatic, Fnatic is trying, but Francis now playing against 2 people on the flag. Sweden ended up winning just by flag.
Alright, so did you see when and where the HoFL musketeers got shot? Because I believe they had 2 musketeers, but I never saw them anywhere. Really?
Not really, no.
It's UAH.
Well,
One was shot when they ran towards the flag, basically in the middle, and I guess one got shot in the tower.
Okay.
wait, what? The tower?
The tower even, okay.
Yeah, middle level. I guess he got
How
shot
did
there.
he even get to the tower?
Yeah, that's a bit
Okay,
strange.
that,
You
okay,
mean
well,
CUH or HoFL?
yeah, HoFL.
Oh, okay.
Because they had 2 musketeers, I just didn't see them there, so...
They were far in the back.
Yeah, they must have
Got
been.
shot.
Yeah. I mean, it is an advantageous flag for a CUA, so
Yeah.
in a sense I did expect them to take that flag no matter what. It was a little bit more one-sided though than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the cavalry did do some work there.
Well, I mean, I'm not... like Dag, like the musketeer for CUA, is killing people.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he is for sure.
And that's really just what you need, I feel.
Yeah. I mean, he's 6-0 right now.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if it's like, if you have such an advantageous position and they really need to push into you, like, through an open field, you need to be able to have people who can land these shots, especially when you're Sweden and you commit to a 4 musketeer strategy.
Yeah.
I do think, however, if the flag spawns in the middle or ruins again, then it's gonna be a different story entirely.
Draco's taking a lot of risks just running into the open here. He's trying to change position, but not sure if that was really worth it.
He did
Well,
that.
I mean, he probably does that because if the flag spawns in the ruins, then he's like never gonna be in time otherwise.
Yeah, I guess, but still. He could have been shot there early on.
He did that the previous 2 rounds as well,
Did he?
and I wondered that he didn't get shot.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah,
surprising.
like I don't know, it's really maybe the HoFL Musketeers just aren't like
They
paying
haven't really
attention that much.
been landing that many shots, have they?
Yeah, I mean that's a worry indeed. I wonder, like they either are in the wrong positions or they're not landing their shots. It's one of the two, but I guess we'll see. Looks like HFL with one of their musketeers on the left side of
Oh,
the
that was a
flag from their
nice
side.
peek.
Yeah, like HFL are getting these early picks. They're winning out in the early skirmishes. It's
Yeah.
just like after that, it feels like they just kind of get overwhelmed or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. I mean, the problem as well, they can see the pikes peeking up from over the wall, so they kind of see when they're
Yeah,
about to peek.
but
Nice
yeah,
again
I
by
guess, but
Sirzant. He's been
he is
hitting.
carrying hard.
He's
like,
playing really well. Right
that's
now
a
taking
return
on
kill. I
Lampas
believe
though.
that was on a musketeer.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah, so that is really, really bad for HOFL. Like, they don't have a lot of musketeers to work with. So, like, now if they push, which is probably going to be right about now, they're not going to have any cover fire, so their calves need to do a lot of work again. So I'm a little bit worried for HOFL in that sense. Like, the Sirzant has to make some really good shots again.
Yeah, he definitely does. And he's landing a nice headshot on Bard. One of the
Actually,
infantry
like,
down.
Frank is dismounting there with the shield.
Yeah, that's smart. Some good shots here from HoFL. And
Yep.
Sirzant
Looks
is
like
just doing
HOFL are
such
teaming
work.
up on the rest of the
Yeah, Radon's being the last one alive there.
That's kind of how I expected the first round to look, actually, because
Dog is just so out of position right now.
yeah,
He does land one shot, but I mean, it's not gonna make that much of a difference there. Best case scenario there, he shoots
I
his
mean
own
the first
teammate
round
in
it
towards the
did,
back. True, yeah.
because I think COA would have lost the first round as well if he didn't land that many shots, you know.
Yeah,
Because
he did.
because I think two things or three things rather happened there. Like, Drake did incredibly good in the infight. Dag killed 3 people pretty early on in the fight, and the HOFL, one of the HOFL calves, the one with the lance, I believe, died early.
Yeah.
So they just couldn't really do anything anymore in that infight.
Musketeers are doing a lot of work now. I mean, one musketeer on each side is doing a lot of work, to say it like that.
Yeah, but you only need one, really.
That's true.
Like I said, though, like, the more musketeers you put in one position, at some point the effectiveness of it is going to be reduced somewhat. It depends, of course. Like, if you're shooting on a bridge where everyone's clumped up, it's going to be easier.
That's true.
But, yeah, like, if you need to push to the other side of the map with 4 musketeers, then they suddenly become pretty vulnerable and slow. Okay.
Dog
well
with
done.
another early kill.
I don't know what it is with these early kills, but
Also,
I really
it
feel
seems like Lampas.
people have been getting killed early way too much. Like,
Seems
I don't
like
know
it
if
might
it's
be a little
over
bit the same
aggressiveness.
players as well. I mean, where did Lampas get shot here? He died in the first last round
He
as well.
died in the ruin, so left.
Yeah, on the left side of
Side.
their.
And Dark is on basically on the opposite side, running now back towards the middle.
He did try to peek there a couple of times before as well, didn't he? And he didn't get punished for it then, but
Yeah, I just
getting
don't think.
hit for
I
it
don't
now.
think it's worth it. I think if you know that there is 4 musketeers on the enemy team, and you only have 2 musketeers yourself, your 2 musketeers are going to be very important, and you're gonna have a chance to do something with that, you know.
Once again, spawning in COA's favor though.
Fenati is nice armored up.
Yeah.
Nice armored up.
I think.
Hopefully getting hit a little bit as well in the early here.
Yeah. I mean, HOFL really just need to try and push for it again.
They could, if they're very aggressive enough, to use their cavalry as well. They can stall a lot of the players of CUA. They're trapped a little bit in the middle here.
Yeah, the problem is one of their calves doesn't have a hussar lance.
I guess
Yeah.
he didn't
Well,
calculate the money, right?
He can still be a pain.
I think he forgot to downgrade or something.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think one of them is going strictly archer cav. The other one is
This is a 2-player, this is a 3-player
three-player
disadvantage.
Permaban getting hit in the head there. 2 infantry technically from HoFL pushing it to 4. Cavalry is trying to look for an angle, but I mean it's so difficult against this pikeman. This
Yeah, like
instantly
he's not
dismounted.
gonna be able to get in there and do anything with that lance.
It's really not.
Like-
Deja Vu is putting up a good fight here as well. And just a little bit of team play from CUA there. And
I think
really not much
CUA
they can
have
do.
gotten a little bit lucky with the 2 flag spawns on them though.
Yeah, I mean that definitely helps.
Because you can just see, like, the way that they need to commit for the flag is very aggressive.
Yes, it is.
To the point that they can't really like meet up with each other and attack as a group that well anymore, because it's like if you do that, the flag's gonna be up before you get there.
Yeah.
And even if you do manage to get there, you're pushing into a tower with 4 musketeers that you don't have time to kill.
That's true.
Like, I mean, tell me of a way in which you would kill the 4 musketeers in that tower.
It's absolutely. I mean, you have to be able to push in there against someone who will guaranteed hit you in that very tight staircase. So you kind of just end up shooting towards them and hoping you hit them. But it's not really what you want to do either.
Well, I think this spawn's potentially going to be better for HoFL, but and that's simply because of their spawn this time. It's like if the flag spawns on the tower when your team isn't spawning on that side of the map, then the main problem that you're gonna have is that your calves can't get into the tower. You know, well, I mean, you can get into the tower, it's just not effective, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I also just feel like, in general, their calves haven't been making the right plays. Because, yes, they have, like, a lance calf and an archer calf, but they haven't really been working together with those calves, I feel. Because I
Usually
think
there's probably been one of them on the screen
there were
sometime.
multiple occasions in which, like, the archer calf could have gone in for a bump and have the other calf follow up with a couch, for example.
Yeah.
Something you can do, or just kill them in general, you know, pressure people, but they just kind of ended up running around and going headlong into fights together with their infantries, which kind of eliminates the effect of surprise, you know. You want to be able to come in from somewhat off angles for the opponent, you know?
Yeah, it hasn't been working out that well for them either. Are we live again?
Yes, we are
Oh
live
my
again.
god.
So
People are quick.
basically the same setup from both teams again. Just this time HoFL has 2 lance calves instead of 1 lance and 1 archer.
I like
calf.
2 lance calves more, to be honest, but
Thank you for
they
the follow.
need to do more with it than they did last set.
Thank you for a follow, Mythos. I'll skip the first part of your name. That's just way too difficult. Thank you. I suddenly hear Vololo. I'm like, what the hell? This is not Age of Empires.
Well, that's a long time back.
Ah, good times.
Yeah, I think these HoFL calves have to do something a little bit earlier than they're used to, perhaps. Like, when the flag spawns, they need to make a preemptive flag pressure move, as I call it. So basically, the flag spawns somewhere, and you get into position to perform a flank on the opponent. Because what happened a lot of times last time... Alright, okay, so now they actually need to try and be aggressive somewhat. If they
They're
can.
looking for it too. But they switched up both their cavalry. I think.
Yeah, it looks like. I really don't like that. I think Blix, I can't see it from all the way up here. I think it's Blix. He doesn't have a shield, does he? So.
He's also just pushing directly in here. He's
Okay.
got.
What is this?
He got hit hard. Gets dismounted as well. Nice save though from Francis, taking
Yeah, that
him
was
down
a nice
Draco.
save, but I really.
Blix has
questioned
no
that move
chance.
by Blix. What was that?
I mean, he's buying a little bit of time, but Francis
He's not really
now
buying
needs
time.
to get
he
out.
died before he could buy any time. That's the problem.
Frankus bought him the time there as well. I mean, nice kill by him. He also got a good hit on one of the infantry.
Frankus just needs to get the hell out of there. Like,
yeah, it does. Infantry is not coming to back him up as well.
If they had actually gone in together instead of 1 by 1, then they would have probably been able to get out with the kill there.
Yeah.
And both get out alive. But instead it's an even trade. I don't think it's the worst trade because Cav can't do as much there.
That's true.
But yeah, we'll see how it works out. HoFL definitely need to work in this infight, and they are.
They are doing a good job, but
Okay.
Ryan there with a nice kill.
That was some really
Double kill for
poor
him.
teamwork from the HoFL.
They split up way too much. Lucario is taking down Ryan, but I mean, it's still potential. 2 versus 3 here. Still
3
30
versus
seconds
1.
left on the clock.
Lucario's gonna get ambushed, I think.
Yeah, he just got
Okay.
shot down. Nice double killer from Radon.
No ambush then.
No, didn't need it. But
Well,
nice attempt by HoFL. Again, if Blix had survived a little bit longer and gotten a little bit more impactful in the end of the fights there,
okay,
would
so
have gotten a lot better. But
Blix has like, all right, I don't question the fact that their calves went for an aggressive move. That's fine. I just think they could have gotten that kill without losing anyone.
yeah,
Or like
probably.
that. And it also would have helped if Blix had a shield, because then he can actually like survive a little bit
Yeah,
longer.
I was
even.
gonna ask, like, would you guys like to see shields on him? Cause
Yeah,
it
I
feels.
mean, for sure. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's when you're playing against Sweden, it's almost like a prerequisite. It's either that or you buy armor. But shield is cheaper. A shield is cheaper, but a little bit more risky, so to speak. Because if you get caught from an angle where your shield isn't, then yeah.
Yeah, I see. I like shields. It gives you an extra sense of protection as well.
Yep.
Also, if you do get dismounted, the pikes won't be as much of a bother. It's still
Seriously?
I mean, come on. It's at least you don't have to
you
block
ever
both
played
at the
as
same
a
time.
dismounted cav with the hussar lance against the piker?
All right, fair, but
Do you know how slow that is?
But I mean, look, he doesn't have a bow, which means he probably has a sword tucked away.
Yeah, but like he's playing against armor. That
Yeah.
sword, it's not a good sword, man.
Just slash him in the legs.
Oh,
Sweep the
yeah,
legs, Johnny. Sweep the
It
legs.
seems like HoFL is very praying for the flag on the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As their
I don't
infantry is
understand
already...
why like clans position themselves so much like HoFL is doing right now. But
They
do
do
get the flag.
kinda have a good position considering if it does spawn in the ruins as well.
They need to start raising the flag right now. Wait, do they have anyone in the tower?
No, they don't have.
Not yet,
don't?
but they probably will put someone up there, right?
Oh,
I
Drake?
think you put 2 to 3 musketeers up there.
Drake
like-
is
Like
captain
they're a
with a
little bit
Hussar
out of
lance.
position.
I really don't like HoFL having 2 musketeers outside.
They are
the
very
tower.
out of position. I mean, could
the
potentially get pushed here.
The one thing is though, actually, the CUA can't punish this. Oh wait, they do have 1 cav actually.
They do have
stole
Yeah,
the
yeah.
with
Hussar
a
lance
Hussar lance now.
and the shield.
HoFL taking the first kill though, taking down Bard.
Well, I like that CUA have a cav now at least.
Return kill from them as well. Infantry fight's gonna
I
break
feel
out
like
here.
the Drake should be focusing these musketeers, like at least try to keep one of them busy or something.
Yeah, he's fighting 2 versus
But-
1 though. Nice kill!
Yeah,
Takes down
I
one of
guess.
them. Nice
I mean, they're
assist
not
by
really
Drake as
paying
well, but
attention
not
to this
enough.
guy.
Permaban just stabs Drake in the back there. Radon taking him down though. 2 infantry on the flag. Well, 1 cavalry, but he's dismounted.
These
They're gonna end up
HoFL
winning.
musketeers need to get closer to the flag a little bit.
This flank bugged as well. They would have won by now.
No, it's
That
not
just-
entirely up.
It was all the
It's
way
not.
up. I'm pretty sure it was all the way up.
I'm pretty sure.
Someone in the chat could correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like it was all the
I
way up
am
there.
correcting you.
I don't trust you.
Alright, but
1 versus 1 here on the
what is more
flag.
important is that there's only 10 seconds left, so if they can survive.
Drake needs to kill him. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds left. If Lucario now just gets on the flag, he's gonna win. He doesn't! Oh, why did he dodge?
And this is where you would have
no.
liked to have your musketeers in the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
He
mean,
could
they need
basically
to
jump down.
they need to meet him here and stall him off the flag.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna end up winning it. He's gonna make it. Almost gets cut in the back. Oh, back is David a save.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm,
that was a
I'm
massive
quite,
drop from HoFL. Oh, that was a shame.
It was a shame, but it didn't have to come to that.
No, it really didn't.
Because I feel like, not so much that HoFL is like losing fights that like based on skill most of the time, but just based on them not having anyone in the right position or team working, you know.
Yeah.
Mainly those two things, because I don't know, I didn't feel their musketeers impact as much from the I don't know what to call that, like trench-ish kind of thing in their spawn. But yeah, like I don't get why you don't just put like 2 or 3 musketeers in the tower. You know,
How many musketeers do they even have?
simple, really. You put 2 or 3 musketeers in the tower, maybe one somewhere else. You know, depending on how many musketeers you have.
How many
And
do
you're
they
set.
have, by the way? Do they only have the 2?
Yeah, they only have
Well,
the 2.
wait, they actually
Lampas
had they had Cav that round, right?
Yeah.
They had 2 Cav. Blix died early on the other side of the river, fighting, I guess, 2 musketeers.
Oh, he went in down. That's.
Wait, why did he go to the other side of the river for that?
That was a bit strange.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like the main thing is just that I don't really feel the synergy between the HoFL players right now. I feel like individually, some of their players have actually been having quite a decent impact. It's just that it's not nearly enough. Like their imps are often running past each other in fights. You know, like they're not really looking to work together.
Yeah.
Most of the time, unless they're like in a clear 2 versus 1, you know. But let's say they're in a 3v3 infantry situation, but everyone's kind of spread out. I kind of feel like they're more likely to just all go into 1v1s or something, and then they get like shot, or like they lose their fight perhaps, or they get 2v1 themselves, you know. I feel like that doesn't need to happen if they stick together.
Yeah. Dog once again landing some really good shots on the serious side as well, though. So yeah, it's a little bit fallen off. Only getting 2 kills so far in 2 rounds, but.
I think Drake will make an impact now as cavalry because he has a decent horse, a Hussar lance, and is pretty well armored.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. How many shots will I survive? It is a little bit difficult to say, but 2 at least? Plus he has the shield.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of depends on what bullets are used and what faction you're playing against, but I think if he gets like shot on the body, he's definitely gonna survive like 3 shots.
Thank you for the follow,
with the shield. I think without a shield you can survive like 2 body shots.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky with like random armor values and stuff, then maybe 3 even. But with the shield, 3 for sure.
Yeah. He's
Blix
and
went
still
down
get
again.
shot in the face or the hands or the
is
feet.
this wild horse doing here?
Blix was going down again. He wanted to attack Raiden
Oh,
in
this is so.
the ruin and got shot by him.
He needs to be way more careful. Infantry fight's gonna break out on the flag, and
I'm
already
not too sure
being
about
2
the way
players
Blix
down.
has been playing.
Yeah, he's been a little bit too eager to fight. Nice there with Draco stabbing Lampas
and they fight now, so.
stomach.
Wait, didn't they have 4 in started?
Yeah, Tabaluga got shot early.
This was
But he jumped out.
Okay.
pretty clean round here by CUA. Thank you for the follow, ex-camper. But very well played by them, and just easy round.
Yeah. I don't know, like, HoFL is making a lot of mistakes right now. It feels like their players are kind of doing whatever, and their communication seems to be off, I feel. Like, either they're talking too much about the wrong things, like they're trying to make too many calls about different things at the same time, or they're not talking at all and everyone's kind of doing their own thing. I think
Cario not being a cavalry as well.
I personally think that's more likely, but...
HoFL going 3 cavalry and being quite aggressive here, moving to the other side of the spawn.
4 cavalries.
4 even. Oh yeah, Lampus as well. Sounded like someone just lost his horse, but I don't see any.
But
horses.
This move could also be very risky.
It is incredibly risky. Let's see if it pays off. Blix is just running towards so many.
Okay, HoFL is charging with their infantry as well now.
HoFL did an early kill, but Blix goes down as well.
Doing so great.
Yeah, Another kill for
These
Drake
scavs
here.
need to get in there right now.
Yeah, they.
Like Frankus needs to
Infantry.
get another kill here, but he gets
He
stopped by
gets
his teammate.
stopped. Yeah, that's not good at all. Bard there with a nice stab as well. Tabaluga taking the overhead. Lampas is fighting against two. He gets
The
stabbed from over
HoFL
the
cav
wall.
are getting completely shut out right
Yeah,
now.
they are.
Drake
They're-
is making an amazing support in cavalry in the infight. I would have
Yes.
expected that from the HoFL Cav,
Yeah,
what Drake did.
nice stab there as well. Takes him down as well in the end there. And just the one. Oh. Okay, maybe they're just like dropping one player, but HoFL having only one player left here. And he's. Oh.
I mean,
Yeah, this is a bad sign for
basically
HoFL right
what
now.
happened there was
Just look at where Zerozont is right now. He's in a tower so far away from literally everything. There's no way
well,
they
I mean,
sent
he
him there
didn't bother
willingly.
going to the flag because he knows he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like when they charged though. Like if he had been there, he could have made an impact. But right now,
Yeah,
they're
but that's what I meant with communication, right?
Yeah.
They're probably just like following like unrealistic ideas right now. Like, oh well, let's just charge. But before you charge, you always, as a commander, you need to know where everyone on your team is positioned. You need to know whether they're actually going to be able to have an impact at all or not. You know, like if you give them the opportunity to be impactful at least, you know, then you can, well, at least the commander can't really be blamed for that then, you know, if they don't have an impact. But
He's gonna run onto
yeah.
the flag here and make
I mean,
his
he's
last
gonna
stand.
try and fight, but
He did do a nice kick slash there on Drake, but yeah, not too much. 7-1 right now. Is that correct?
yeah.
7-1.
That's a little bit heartbreaking. Do you guys expect anything different on Hill Road?
Nope.
No, that was quick. Amalaric,
Yeah,
what
I
about
mean,
you?
it's just that my expectations for HoFL leading up to this match have been, well, busted
Incorrect.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, I expected a little bit more from them, to be honest, because they do have some, like, they're actually on their roster. They have some really good players now. I don't really
I
think that
recognize some
I
of
don't
these
really
names.
think the players playing right now are those players though. But still though,
Yeah, I mean, even I
I
recognize
expected
some of these
more out of
names.
them. They've been
I did
playing way
expect
too
more.
much on their own, I feel.
Yeah.
Because they had 3 calves and they charged, but Blix just went in way before his team. He died, and then afterwards the other 2 calves tried to go in one by one and they got killed about one by one. You know, and I feel like Drake did an amazing job as a support calf, as Amalaric said. But that could have been like you could have played around that if you played together, you know.
Yeah.
You can have one cav dealing with Drake while the other ones flank around him and charge into the team. But instead they go in one by one and Drake cleans them up together with the help of his musketeers one by one.
Yeah. The
And
team
that
play
can't
of
happen.
them
That can't happen.
is way better than HoFL right now.
Yeah,
Also,
and
HoFL
I'm really
instantly
worried,
said they were ready.
especially about this map, which is why I'm saying for pretty much for sure that I think HoFL won't be able to do too much here. Because it's a very cav heavy. Well, I mean, Sweden not necessarily, but Poland is a pretty cav heavy faction on this map.
Yeah.
I think if CUA play Sweden here, they're probably gonna have like maybe 1 or 2 calves, but not more.
HoFL is playing Sweden.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
COA are playing Poland. But it's HoFL's map, so they need to have some plan there.
Yeah.
oh,
They
well,
do.
I mean, they need to. I think actually then HoFL has a better chance than I thought, but I still don't think it will be enough by a long shot. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, they said they were ready instantly after the first
Yeah, that's
round
usually
started.
not a good thing.
Yeah, that's usually just like the sign that you've given up, especially with Fire and Sword. I found like just it takes a long time for the rounds to begin afterwards, and it's been a little bit too quick.
I mean, maybe they just know exactly what they want to do.
Yeah, maybe, but
Yeah.
you'd think they were a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for
I
here?
would probably take a little bit more time than that if I were HoFL
Yeah.
after I'm 7-1 down.
I mean, CUA is taking their time, even though they're winning significantly, which is what you expect. Like you still.
Well, I
need...
mean, they're probably just chilling out, so.
Oh yeah. I mean, so are we. We have our stuff here. We're enjoying the night. So far, I don't think anyone has bet correctly.
I mean, me neither. Like,
Yeah, I think most of them are following your bet suggestions. So yeah. But
yeah, like I said, I'm somewhat hoping that that's not the best HoFL has to give, you know. But we'll see.
we will
I-
indeed see.
I thought at the very least, if it wouldn't be HoFL's match to win for whatever reason, it would be closer than this. But I really like question a lot of positional moves and tactics that HoFL used on that last map.
I mean, this was
Because
also
they
a match that
had
was
the
pushed
well,
back.
they had the flag a couple of times, and they had the early kills a couple of times.
Yeah.
They just never really seemed to capitalize on it.
I
It
mean,
was like, all right, well, we have the first 1 or 2 kills, and they still come back, you know.
pretty much every round that HoFL won. I mean, the one round that they won was one of the crossbows. Jesus, I'm stuck in the wrong game. Musketeers getting like 3 kills. See it, was it? Killing 3 or 4
Yeah.
people in the beginning for the match really started.
Yeah, but I think the main problem for Searsant had some really good shots. Don't get me wrong, but the main problem for HFL was either their musketeers died early. That's one. Or 2, it took them too long to get to the flags, so it's kind of like they're on the other side of the map when, like, in comparison to the flag. Or just, like, bad positioning, you know, like, for example, when they spawned on the tower side of the map, they put 2 of their musketeers, when the flag spawned on the tower, they put 2 of their musketeers behind the like trench kind of thing,
Yeah.
behind
Mud
their
wall.
spawn, which
Yes.
a mud wall, sure. But yeah, I really feel like those should both have just been in the tower, and they would have been that much closer to the flag, you know.
We are being live
Yeah.
Yes, we
on
are.
the second map.
We are indeed being alive.
We are alive, and we're staying alive too.
Yeah.
Radon being the. They have 3 cab for CUA or 4? 4 cab.
Yeah. Pretty
They
much
have
what you'd expect for Poland on this map. It's a really good map for Poland overall. Can make good use of your lances as well as bows here. Yeah, they have 4 cav. 3 lancers, 1 horse archer looks like. I like that, but
Only
it does
one
mean they need to do a
musketeer,
lot of work. The thing I'm worried about for HOFL is well, their setup can work really well. I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this setup for Sweden on this map, even though it's an open map and you might think like, oh well, you should have more calves. But their imps need to have some teamwork for it, and they need to be they need to communicate in order for that to work. So basically what's gonna happen is that CUA, they have 4 calves, right? So they'll be rushing, well, not rushing early or anything, but once the flag spawns and the Swedish side starts moving to one of the flag, in which like all of the 3 flags they can go to are all like, well, they need to cross a pretty open part of the map in order to get there. So there is a really good amount of time and space for the CUA cavalry to do some harassment around that. So they can like try and push into HOFL, or they can try to wait on the flag while the horse archer harasses them and their musketeers shoot at them. They can try to make the HOFL musketeers split up from their infantries.
I think they could actually just go kill Blix right now.
Yeah, I thought it as well. Blix was actually.
He's in a really good position, but he's way out of position. So
Yeah, he would have been if the flag would spawn with him, but now he's.
And now Blix can't do anything to there. He's basically he's a dead man.
They're gonna probably send. Looks like they're tempted to send one cavalry to just to deal with him to make sure he does. Oh, nice headshot from Lampas.
And they dismounted Draco.
That was a
beautiful hit.
They
They only have the 1 cav, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I don't
another
think
cav
they...
is dismounted.
One cav is enough to make a big impact though if you play correctly.
The sun goes down, but HoFL are winning this infantry fight quite significantly. Black Day comes in though, and he doesn't really get anything done. And HoFL...
Alright, so I don't know where that teamwork came from. Like, where was
Yeah,
that
I
on
know.
the last map, right?
I know. Blix with a beautiful shot from that distance.
Like,
What
is
happened to
this?
HoFL?
Alright.
The important thing was basically that they shot the musketeer early on, dismounted Draco, and killed Radon as cavalry. So they lost basically 2 cavs who would
Yeah,
support
but
them in the
they
fight.
like that happened, of course, but it was still like even numbers in the infight, and HoFL wrecked CUA in that infight.
Well, TOA
Everything
has
went right for
3
HoFL.
infs. Yeah, right.
I mean, again,
Because
I feel like they can just go kill Blix.
I did not feel HoFL had been winning any infights whatsoever on the map before. But
Yeah.
we'll see if they can keep it going, because I do feel like that is the best flag you can get for Sweden on this map.
That's potentially
Because
true.
there is not that much, not that many errors that you can make there in a sense, because you don't really need to traverse half of the map to get to the flag. So usually what you have if you need to go to like the other side of the map in order to get to the flag is that your musketeers are gonna lag behind if they take shots, and then the imps will kind of like naturally split up from the musketeers unless they like stay behind as well, you know, while they reload.
I'm kind of just surprised they don't just go kill Blix.
Yeah,
Well,
I really feel like
I
he has not been in good positions whatsoever.
he landed a beautiful shot last round, but I mean, I feel like if they just go kill him,
it's too risky.
Is it?
Well,
They have
it
4
kind
cavalry.
of is, but I do feel it's
Lampas
possible though.
Lampas is next to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
then
but
kill him too.
Lampas was under the bridge just like 20 seconds ago. If they had killed
Yeah,
him
if they gone
before,
quicker.
I think that is definitely possible.
Even if
Like-
not, like, let's say they dismount 2 people, they still get 2 kills for it. They should at least. So I will say
well,
it's still worth it.
no. They won't get 2 kills because I'm talking about the scenario where Blix is alone.
Oh yeah, well then they get 1 kill. But I mean, they could have also gone on there and tried to take out Lampos.
Yeah. Well, I mean, shots
Good
like
shot.
that though.
That does help. But I mean, I'm a little bit surprised CUA didn't just keep dog on. He's been shooting like a god so far.
Alright, the CUA cav is getting in pretty good positions. HoFL is protecting their musketeers quite well though.
Nice hit by Black
Yeah.
Stay.
Just
in
Blackest they
range.
shouldn't have been able to get away with that. Oh.
Draco with a nice hit there as well, taking down Permaban with Deja Vu's help. Bard is trying, he's trying.
Alright.
Nice stab by him and Bard.
That's more like how it was before.
Yeah, this is.
I mean that sounds really like.
It does, but it's quite accurate.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time for to loot the corpses, but
I don't know, but was the last round a fluke? I'm not sure. Like,
maybe.
If they had played like that round before again, which means they hit their early shots, they win the infight. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like if they just replicate that, then you're golden, right? But
pretty much. I mean, as you said, the flag was in their favor.
I feel
So.
like their musketeers might not have been focusing enough on killing horses early on, because
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. Like Blackest they managed to sneak in a couple of hits as well, which I think he shouldn't have been able to get away with. But it's just as an infantry, you need to pay attention to so many sides at the same time.
Yeah, especially because some of them are horse archers as well. So.
Yeah.
Blix is going to the same position again, although the flag spawned there.
It can't
Okay.
spawn twice in the same spot though, can't it? Or did they
No,
fix
not
it?
anymore. Not anymore.
Okay, then this is like.
He
and
also
gets
gets
shot as
ping
well.
wings, yeah.
I feel like either they're telling Blix to just like, alright, you can just do whatever, or he's just like not listening to whoever's commanding. It's one of the two.
It might be, yeah.
Because the rest of his
look
team
now.
is just running to the flag on the double houses already.
Yeah.
And they're going on the hill there with 2 musketeers. Alright.
It's a little
HoFL
bit.
is super split up.
they are incredibly split up right now.
So
Like-
that's basically the perfect opportunity where COA could push Blix with their cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now they can
It's-
basically
it's
just clean
a much
up
better
every side.
opportunity than last round for sure. But
They can clean up everywhere right now. They can just take Blix and then continue down the line and take them one by one.
I
They are
definitely
so
feel
split up
like
right
their
now.
calf should have been on Blix right now.
Yeah.
Because you can
But,
just
I mean-
send in, you can just send in one of the calves with
I
the
don't-
shield first and
I
let him
don't think
tank a hit.
you even need to go there because he's so out of the
Oh no,
fight right now.
not anymore, not anymore. But
But
meant
he's
pre-flag.
just so far away from everything that you don't. He's not gonna be any consequence at all.
Yeah, they're gonna ignore him as well. I do think they could have killed him somewhat earlier on because he can still make shots now. But
I don't know if they recognize him.
Sisu
no,
being
no,
down
I
there
think they
from
did
Lucario.
because they shot him before. Like
Yeah,
mu-
they know he's
must
there.
know.
They just like doesn't matter to them. Infantry fire's gonna break out, but Bard goes down
Alright,
to
Lu-
Lucario.
Lucario
Lucario
is,
two kills so
like,
far this
killing
round.
people.
Yeah,
Right,
he's
these
doing
calves
really
are
good.
gonna do some work now, I think.
Drake's
as
getting
they run
stopped
in
though.
like that.
So does
But HoFL is having the upper hand here.
they have 2 Drakes. That doesn't help me much, but HoFL just getting the flag
there's
advantage.
something about the, like, of course, it's a much more advantageous flag for HoFL than the other ones, but there's something about that flag that just like suddenly makes them
Yeah, it's like that's their
play better or whatever, because I don't know, but their musketeers are suddenly hitting their shots, their imps are suddenly looking around for people who they can like
I mean,
work together
also
with.
Lucario with 2 early kills, second down
Oh yeah, that was massive.
Sisu, which is their only crossbow or crossbow. I keep saying that, and I am so sorry, but
I mean, it went from archers to crossbow, right?
yeah,
So-
I'm getting there. Like technologically, I'm getting there.
HoFL is positioning now 2 musketeers on the flex spawn with the tents.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blix
Well,
and
I mean, I guess they just really want to get an early advantage if the flag spawns there, because the other flag is like right on top of where COA's infantries are right now. That's where
Thank you
the
for the
third
follow.
flag is.
Sog 288.
And the COA cav is moving right now.
I mean,
Over the
Frank
hill.
is very tanked up right now. So he can take a couple of hits here if he does get shot. Won't really survive a couch lance though, so
No,
Well,
we'll see in
You don't
30
survive,
seconds.
couch lines.
I really
Yeah.
don't like that some of the COA cav don't have shields, and they also haven't been using them that effectively, I feel. In the 2 rounds that they lost.
Yeah,
HoFL is already moving towards the tent flag.
they're expecting it. The third flag here is in the middle, is it not? Like
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah,
in the
I
middle.
literally just explained it.
Yeah,
Where
Yeah.
basically the infantry from
That's
COA
right.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, basically.
Yeah.
HoFL is gonna have to push into a bad spot, but I mean, only having 1 cross and
I mean, that's not just a bad spot. That is
Yeah.
a horrible spot.
but I mean,
But
HoFL
they can try to flank with their musketeers, but it's a little bit annoying. I really feel like alright.
Yeah.
That's where the cav come in. The cav need to harass them like right where they are now, because the imps can't really linger around for too long. The COA cav should look for these musketeers like they are now,
Draco just
and
getting
just
away with
either try to delay the infantries that way,
with murder.
or just straight up kill the musketeers. Alright, Searsand is all on his own. I feel like they should kill him first, as well as Blix. Like, they should kill those 2 first. I don't know why
Yeah.
the COA cav is
It
not
looks
doing
like they're just trying to stall for time, but
Alright, I
See,
feel
I mean,
like
it's
that's a
gonna help
mistake.
for
That's a pretty big mistake by the COA cav. They could have killed 2 musketeers now who are
they
completely alone.
could have, yeah. Frunk is just gonna have to push on the flag here. They don't have a lot of time. Flag is going up a lot just before it stopped. The infantry of HoFL pushes on.
I mean,
could win this.
HoFL isn't together with all of their imps, but they're still winning.
Black is getting dismounted there as well, and HoFL is just stomping them right now. Black is staying, and Radon being the last one alive here, and he is very
Okay.
far away.
A dismounted cav.
Alright.
He does get shot down as well, and 3-1.
But I agree
I-
with Raven here. They should have moved for the musketeers who were actually alone without the protection from the inf, but they
Well, I
went
think
for the
I think
inf.
just in general it was way too aggressive movement by the CUA CAF because they went for the oh my I'm saying this as well. They went for the musketeers
Yes.
that that were like already protected by infantry. I don't understand that. I feel like that is a huge mistake. That is like that's a round losing mistake right there. Like you go for musketeers that are protected by infs already. Whereas what they should have done is kill the musketeers that aren't protected, because the imps don't really have the time to go back to protect them, right? And then the imps kind of need to commit for the flag after that point. And either the musketeers that the infantry were protecting need to come with them to the flag and try to fight from there, or they get left behind by the infantries and then the cav can take them out. So I think CUA just like threw that round. That they, in my opinion, they had that round. All the conditions that had to be met to win that round cleanly were met, but they just didn't.
Yeah, they just basically that they just didn't. I mean, HoFL winning some of those fights that I kind of just like. I don't think they should, as you say as well. And but yeah, they end up taking it. They need 4 rounds in a row though to end up winning.
Isn't it like a roll then? Then it's
Yeah,
like
well,
8-8,
yeah,
right?
it's then it will be 8-8.
I would say that's
That would be a win for
possible.
them though. Yeah, I think it is possible if they play like this.
I think it's possible. Well, I'm still gonna go ahead and say that it's not gonna happen though, because 4 rounds straight is difficult, because on the side of the map that HoFL are CUA are on now. Sorry. They like if they get the flag on the double houses once, then they can definitely take. That's a very big advantage. I do feel, however, they should perhaps take less cav. Like, I know I've been saying that people have been undervaluing calves, and I'm happy to see more calves, but I don't like to see calves when they're not used properly. And,
I mean, we saw, for example,
I don't
Blix
know.
there as well, playing cavalry in the first map. And now he's switching to musketeer. Potentially, cavalry is not his main class, and he just like was told to play cavalry for the sake of playing cavalry. I mean, if
to
you
me,
know,
it just kind of felt like he did whatever, but.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. If you don't play cavalry and you're expected to play cavalry in a tournament match, it's not so easy. So maybe he just kind of just went in, did what he wanted to.
Yeah.
I didn't see that much impact of him even as musketeer, but I mean, it might just be a slow day for him. I think he landed some shots.
The last set, Greed.
What?
The last set.
Yes.
Well, it's not just a little bit slow. Like that's not in time.
Look, a full day can be slow. And once
Okay,
again,
I'm not gonna make that joke.
so far, not a single person has won gold in this bet.
Yeah, I can imagine, because I don't know. I don't think I would have won anything in the bets today. So.
Yeah.
We are live.
We are live.
Yes.
Life is life, and Draco
I
is
hope
pushing.
at least my prediction that CUA will be able to at least win 1 round here is gonna be correct. If it's not, I'm gonna like never stream anymore. You know, just ditch me.
All right. So either way, we win.
Seems like CUA hurt you, Raven. They just have now 3 caps.
Oh well, I mean, I think that's better than what they had before. Or well, I mean, like, I don't necessarily think it's better than what they had before, like just class-wise, but considering how they've been playing with the calves, it's better, I think.
But
I don't know though. Like, these calves need to be able to get stuff done. You know, like clear out musketeers as they try to move to the flag. There's almost like 100% of the time going to be at least one musketeer who is gonna be somewhat on his own while the imps move to the flag, because they can't take out the time to escort him. You know, you need to take that opportunity, kill the musketeer, get an early advantage, and you can get behind the other musketeers when the fight starts. But you know, you do need to be able to set yourself up for that scenario. And if you don't do that, then you're just not making optimal use of your caps, I think.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see,
right. But I
taking pull out
wonder
here.
how that will work for TOA, having 3 lance calves and
Yeah,
no bow
I was
actually.
thinking the same. It can work though.
They actually don't
But
have a single bow, yeah. I
if
noticed this now as
HoFL
well.
protecting their musketeers quite good, they can't make a
Yeah.
really
Oh,
That,
this
that,
is
that that's
there.
indeed the one thing. But
this is
flag,
incredibly good for them. This is almost gonna win in the match just by itself.
well,
Drake is
I
already
wouldn't
here.
be so quick on that one.
I don't know.
Well,
If
they're
they
gonna
harass
go
the
over the
infantry
hill.
here.
I like that move by HoFL. Okay, well, all right.
Blix
Screw
goes
that.
down
All right.
once again.
So we see that Lampas. That's the name, right? Yeah, I can't see. Okay, now I can see. All right, that's Lampas in the back. He's
Greed?
all alone. They should just
Yes.
go kill him right now.
One spectator said to me the
I just
splash
fixed it.
screen is still on.
Just fixed
All right. Good job, Greed.
it. Thank you.
Alright, so there's one cav going for Lampas in the back.
Hopefully I'm gonna
hope
have
it's
to push
enough.
onto the
Alright,
flag
it's
though.
not
Nice
enough.
shot,
he didn't
taking a
kill him
back
yet.
stay.
Alright, and Lampas is still alive. Okay, so
Yeah.
wasted effort. I don't, like, the CUA cav aren't together.
Oh, and a team kill as well for UA. 2 kills coming in for both teams here though. Still winnable, but Bard is in a bad spot here. Takes down 1. The blue guy's next, but a couch bump from Ockford. Nice by Bard, double
Well,
kill.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that was flag advantage because
It was also a bit of an
it
awkward
was
fight
flag
there
advantage.
for
But at least I got
HoFL.
one of my bets right today.
Well, yeah, I mean the bet is if to win the set though, so you're not won yet.
No, I'm not doing that stuff. I'm
Also,
just,
you
like,
did say in the beginning that you thought HoFL was gonna win.
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, don't try to save yourself here. Well,
Yeah,
you haven't won anything
but I thought
quite
that,
yet.
I said, like, when the new map came on, you asked me, like, who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Just
maybe.
that, like, if I had to, like, you asked me before the match based on rosters, then I think HoFL would win. I just don't think they have their best players playing today at all.
Permaganda
Like,
getting
nothing
shot.
against their players, but they have a lot better players than what
I
they
actually
have here.
don't understand the move right now from HoFL.
I don't think they really care anymore.
Yeah, seems so.
I mean, Permaban was in the open. You could see his corpse from a distance, and he was just finishing typing. So probably he just ran in a straight line, getting Cornish an easy shot on him.
This is where you're gonna see, like, typical Wither and Sword match finishers, you know, people just kind of give up and they start doing random stuff.
Yeah.
It usually becomes really hard to find the sense in a lot of moves at that point, you know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can see some good stuff here, though.
Yeah,
some hates horses
some
is what
fun
we learned.
stuff, you mean?
Yeah. I don't think you can eat that horse after this, though.
What?
Searson just shot the horse.
Oh, well.
How many?
You ever tried horse meat?
No. I'm okay in not having tried it, to be honest.
Oh.
I ate llama.
Oh.
It's
Well,
incredibly
I mean,
good.
that's almost the same thing, right?
It's insanely good meat.
Yeah.
HoFL getting the flag here.
I like how we just compared llamas to horses, but that's fine, right?
What's the difference, really? I mean...
You want me to tell you already?
Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Youpsta.
Alright, yeah,
Yeah,
it looks like CUA is
Youpsta.
also just doing whatever.
Thank you.
Like, they're just running at it, pretty much.
Yeah,
they are going in together now. I guess that's something, but...
It's definitely something. Not having a massive flag advantage for HoFL either. But Frank is getting stabbed, but Drake there comes in as well. HoFL destroying him in the melee.
Yeah,
Drake is
I
trying to
mean,
get something
that
done.
is one of the better positions you can fight as an infantry, because CUA is forced to fight into you.
Yeah.
Which means you're gonna have the first hits most of the time.
That's true.
And
Like,
the
you can
tables,
literally
I-
just sit and wait there to do a hit.
Nice
And the
headshot there
tables
for
are
CS.
covering you from the calf lances,
That's true.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-1 on this set. 2 rounds left, and
I mean, they can at least try to get as many rounds as they want, as they can get, I guess, but... Well, let's just say that a lot of clans that I know, like, usually don't really bother anymore at the moment that they've lost the match. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas I do think that rounds matter quite a bit.
Yeah, it's nice to get some extra rounds as well. I mean, it's still a match. Like if you win all your matches with just 1 point, then it's not that great.
Well, but it's still what counts, though.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
you're
mean
gonna
that's
get-
what I'm
you're gonna
saying.
get the
Like
points for it.
yeah, exactly. Like you want to win as many rounds as you can, even if you've already won the match.
Yeah, well,
We will see. We're following Ziersant here, seeing if he can get some very long distance shots. He's looking for whoever's in a tent.
I mean, that is like... I mean, I wouldn't say it's like my favorite musketeer position.
Where's Ziersant
But,
or the
yeah, but it's a really nice position
It
overall.
is. You have an
If
overview here.
you're a good long range shooter, you can literally like keep everyone on the map in check somewhat. You know.
Yeah.
There's very little spots on the map where you can properly hide from that musketeer position, but yeah, you do really need to be a good shot in order to make that position work.
Absolutely. And he has proven himself.
Been hitting some good shots in the
Yeah,
match, though.
he absolutely has. So, if anyone, I think he can do it. 15 seconds left on a flag here. Where will it land?
Where will it land?
It flies from the sky. That's why it just pops up. Don't you know?
It flies from the
Yeah.
sky.
If you pay
Do
really
you
close
even
attention.
English?
If you,
Come on.
I'm studying it even.
Okay. Well,
Maybe
alright.
it's a bad sign.
Yes. That's a
But
really
there,
bad
if you
It's
could
sign.
see
already
it,
on the flag.
yeah. He knows how the flags fly.
I'm not even gonna like. Oh.
HoFL is that was a strange shot by Lampas.
I mean, again, I haven't seen the CUA Cav go for these aggressive pushes into the backline at any time yet. I really feel
Yeah.
like they're not really. They don't
I mean,
understand
they're
the
doing it
power
now,
of their
kinda.
shields enough. Like, I think they're afraid of getting shot early, but they should like
Drake there,
they
taking
should go
down.
in together and use their shields to block as they go in.
They do take one down, but they trade him instantly as well. So HoFL
Well,
is winning the
also,
infantry fight
Ackford-
quite significantly.
Ackford didn't go with wait, what was the other? I believe it was Duraco who came in there. But yeah, they didn't go in together.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Blix there with a double kill, taking down
again,
Blackest there
I
as well.
just feel like CUA could be getting much more use out of their cav.
Triple kill for Blix. Nice shooting by him. He's 5-2 right now. He kind of. I think that is his main class. I think they kind of just forced him to play cavalry in the beginning, and it's just not his class. And
Yeah, well, I mean, I do still really feel like the CUA cav isn't punishing their musketeers enough.
yeah,
Like, the
Yeah.
HFL musketeers are just standing somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like, well, come at me, you know?
Yeah,
Nobody
kinda.
does. It's like, well, we'll just leave you there, I guess.
they did push him last round, but oh, Lucario taking down Suzu already. That is a big kill. How
Yep.
many crossbows? Oh my god, I can't stop. How
Can't
many
stop, won't
musketeers
stop.
do they have? Oh god.
Who?
CUA.
They have
2 left.
2 more alive.
Yeah. So it doesn't have that much of an impact killing
Bart
Sisu
already
there,
took
but
a hit.
does hurt. Deja Vu is not really that geared for combat right now. But he does have Bart to back her up, so. Maybe they're proposing. Are we gonna see a wedding? On screen?
Look,
No, he changed his mind.
that's
Seriously,
not,
thinking about
that's
Drake.
not how it works.
It's not?
Oh,
No.
Searsand is actually doing great work as Swedish Cav.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
to be
I mean,
honest,
look.
I think Searsant is, in my opinion, the best player playing for HoFL right now. I think
Yeah.
they have even better players on their roster, but he is definitely really good. And he's a very old and experienced player as well.
2 kills in the lead now for HoFL. Flag does not spawn in their favor, but potentially they could make a break for it here and go for a flag. HoFL with another kill.
I mean,
5 players
CUA
left.
are probably like, well, we already won.
Yeah,
Anyways.
they don't really
Like,
seem to care.
Deja Vu doesn't even have armor anymore. It's like, well.
Yeah. Pitchfight's gonna
I mean, he is
slightly break
very
out
quick. He's gonna die like pretty. Well, he has hand armor, so he's probably gonna survive a shot even. But
here. That's just weird.
yeah,
That
I
just
know,
makes
it's
no
super weird.
sense at all. But thank you for the follow, Citron. Infinite Fight breaking out, and of course, HoFL taking a massive lead here. Deja Vu tries to kick
They're
permaban.
just leaving him alive right now.
Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, just like typical with Fransor things.
Fire this guy. Oh! He put his weapon away and Deja Vu just cuts him down. Oh, nice hit again. How many is he gonna kill before they end up actually like just okay.
Oh, I
Lampas.
thought they'd like fist him to death.
So final score is 9-7
Yeah.
9-7, yep.
for COA.
Congratulations for CUA. Any post-match analysis you would like to do, Raven?
That match was so awkward for me, like to just analyze, because on the first map I really felt like HoFL didn't have their team play, and they're just like they didn't hit anything, like they didn't hit shots, they didn't win individual fights most of the time, they didn't win infantry team fights, their calves were like dying one by one, not working together, and like I don't know, they did get the early kills almost all the time, you know, at least for the first half of that map, but they just never were able to capitalize on it. They just kind of lost after that. And then on the second map, I actually felt like, well, CUA had massive problems. Like, I don't even think it was their setup so much. It's just, well, I mean, not their class setup. I do question the fact that at some point they didn't have more Bocav, because I think Bocav are very important to have, you know. Because I think Amalaric mentioned it before, but if you protect your musketeers properly as they move to the flag by infantries, then they're not going to be able to shoot in there. However, I do still think that they could have capitalized more on their cav, because, like, HoFL just left their musketeers out in the open. They didn't seem to care. They were just like, well, we're just gonna run to the flag, and the musketeers are kind of fucked if they get pushed, you know.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Or they get pushed by one person, but that's not how you want to do it. You know, if you have 3 calves, alright, you send 3 calves on this one musketeer's like, well, shit, I guess I just died, you know. And then they move on to the next musketeer, you know, and you kind of just clean up one after another there. And if they start doing those kind of moves before the enemy infantries even get to the flag, then there's plenty of time for them to get back to the flag to help the infight.
I do agree, yes.
So, I don't know.
Thank you for the follow, someone. I can't see.
I do feel like CUA had like probably the best roster they could have put on with their players they put them on
Mickey.
in this match.
For the follow.
So I think that definitely had something to do with it as well, because I don't think this was HoFL's best roster. But then again,
maybe just not their oh god. Thank you JKJ4317 for the follow. Also I don't think they played to the level, so to say. I mean I recognize some of the names here on HoFL's roster. I think they could have played better as well, just from what I know of them. But still,
I mean, I think it's a bit of a shame that they didn't have some of their players at the match today, because I feel like almost everyone on the HoFL side, I'm not saying that they're like necessarily inexperienced, but definitely a lot less experienced than some of the other players they have on their roster. I don't know if you have the splash on the screen right now, do you?
I do, yes.
Because like there's let me take a look. There's like Sushi, Divix, Vrest, Kasap. We actually streamed Kasap before as well. I think like SO.
Thank you for the follow, Gold Skull.
He was in that too. And
Yeah.
Ironclad, maybe I said him already, I don't know. And Egyptian, like those are all like almost all of them are very, very experienced players, and I think above the level of what the players they have playing today are.
Yeah.
Simply based on their experience, you know. So yeah, a bit of a shame, but it is what it is, you know. You can't really like always have all those players playing
Yeah,
at the
I
same
mean
time.
that's the thing with having 8 versus 8 matches and stuff as well. Like you can't rely on everyone all the time. And CUA just having a better day, basically.
Yeah.
Any last
I
words?
think Drake and Doug played exceptionally well for a CUA today overall.
Yeah.
And for HoFL, definitely Sierzand. Like, he is one of their more experienced players as well. Like, I think the only one really. I mean, Lampas is kind of experienced, I'd say.
Yeah,
too.
I know his name.
Yeah. So, yeah. But just wasn't enough. 9-7 is not enough, so.
Sadly not. MVP? Do we want to give that?
I just called the MVP Squid.
Yeah, but you're not the only one here, Amalaric.
No, I'm the only one here.
Oh, okay.
I would say Drake.
Yeah.
As he had a very huge impact. And I have not to for maybe one as well, Searsand from
Yeah.
Oh,
I
look,
think
we've got the
from
same MVPs.
oh. Thank you for the follow, Lauren Gaming.
I like
You're
how
my
you're just
MVP.
casually doing follows while we're trying to be smart here, you know? Like, come on.
It's not casual. I do this professional.
Yes.
But yeah, I
But
think
I
there was a couple of players on each team that really performed.
just one thing I expected actually more from the Polish cavalry that they might
Yeah.
use them more effectively, but both clans didn't use them like you could use them
Yeah.
effective. So
And that's actually a nice point, you know, because I do think that maybe that's another reason um, why clans don't use Cav that much. Maybe it's not so much that they don't that they like undervalue the use of Cav, but they just don't understand how to play with it, you know, because that's what it looked like. It didn't look like they tried and they failed. It looked like they were just like at a loss at what to do with it. It was just like, well, all right, we have Cavs now. That's
Yeah.
great, you know. Whereas with infantries and musketeers, it's a little bit more clear cut what you can do with them. You know, all right, musketeers, you put
shoot
them in a
stuff.
good position, you shoot. Infantry, you work together with an infight, you go to the flag. You know, but with calves and the, you know, like, and that's, of course, you can do stuff like this on Mounted Blade Warband as well. But I think on with Iron Sword, it's a lot more impactful in a sense because you have ranged cav units, you know, like purely ranged cav units, which means you can work from completely different angles than you can like when you would play Lance cav on Warband, for example, you know.
That's true.
So there's a lot of different kind of tactics you can, like specific cav tactics you can use, but perhaps it's just that I don't know, the players playing just aren't familiar enough with them. That's what it looked like. They just didn't know what to do. But yeah, I definitely agree though. Like calves weren't used optimally at all.
Yeah. That will be it for Refined Sword for tonight. Stay tuned, and I'll play some mercenaries. Thank you all for watching, and I think we'll do another one. Hopefully, if there's more streams during the week, that's really good. Weekends will be a bit difficult now that there's so many more tournaments going on. I might join a team as well. Which means Sundays will be very, very difficult. But thank you all for watching, and that will be it. I'm just
Yes.
lying.